models. Here we have the car. For example, this is 2077 GLE class from this price. Here you can customize the car. Here you can see all the models of this Mercedes one. These buttons are not working, so here you are learning how to design the web page. If you wish to make them work, you simply have to develop another page. Here you hover, the image is gonna scale down. Here also in all of these top models that we have. So without further ado, we can simply open our IDE and start to code. We left our project in this part, so let's create a new section, but before, let's simply remove that. Okay, section, and the class is gonna be section just for intuitive models. Here we're gonna start basically with the same thing that we started here, because we want to make that centralized. So let me copy, and I'm gonna collapse again, Control V. Here I'm gonna say top models, save, and see how it looks right now. Let me remove this because it's not our intention. Here we have top models. Very good. Let me actually start by giving some padding at the top and at the bottom of this section. I'm going to find my home. Where are you? Put you right there and select the section models. Right, padding top and bottom, for rem, left and right, 0. Save and check how it looks right now. Much better. Next, let's talk about the models themselves. Well, we're gonna make all of these models be grouped inside of a div, which is models, and each of them is gonna be a model. And you can notice that the width of all of them is equal to the width of our row. So you can see that it starts from this part, and our row also starts from this part, ends here, also ends here, and it's centralized. So let's make that happen. Div, the class is gonna be models, and I'm gonna put the class row here just to take advantage of the margin that we have defined for the row and the width. Nice. Here I'm gonna start with a model. This model is gonna contain the image, so I'm gonna group the model image here, and I can simply paste the link of the image right here. Here we have image, and that is inside of the image, home, models, and that's 2021 Mercedes-Benz. I like these cars. Well, all the cars that I am putting here are the ones that I really like and I want to have in my garage. So that's why they are included here. Mercedes-Benz GLE class 2021. Let me save and see how it looks like right now. So bad. And that's not a problem because we fixed that with the CSS. The model info. Here is where I'm gonna put the name and the price. So let me put a model name right here. And I'm gonna say this is 2077 GLE class. The truth is that this is not 2077 GLE class. It's simply a name that I gave here, and I'm actually gonna put this between a span tag. Here also, I'm gonna change to the price. This is from $98890, and this is simply the price. Nice. After that, we have that footer where we place the buttons, these two ones. So let's simply code that model footer, and that's it. Inside of our footer we have two buttons, so let's say A, this is going to nowhere, and I have the icon which is used to customize it. So let me put I right here. The class is font awesome FA cog, and I'm gonna put between a span tag your car. This is simply to give the user the intention to customize the car. After, we're gonna say this is to check all models, and here this is chevron right, chevron right. Let me put R right here. So let's simply give the class of button model for these ones, because we're gonna need in order to format them. This is gonna be our anchor tag with the class of button model. I'm giving this a new class because these buttons are gonna have their own formatting, and you can see they are really different from the ones that we already have. And this one also is gonna be button model. Very good. Save and see how it looks like. Very bad. So let's start to create our model element, model component, I mean. Oh, I said delete what? Nothing. I hope I didn't delete nothing. This is model.scss, and I'm gonna import this model right here just for organization purposes. I'm gonna put it right before the slide. Model and save. Here I'm gonna be putting side by side as usual and start to work with. Okay, our models is our container of the model, and I'm gonna say width is equal to 100%. I don't want anything that's overflowing to be shown. Inside we have a model, and here in our model we're gonna make sure that the width is equal to 100% over 3, and this is gonna be equal to 33.33333, and we're gonna make each of them be floated to the left so that they can stay side by side. So the width is gonna be 33.3333%, because this is equal to 100 over 3. I'm gonna make sure that it is floated to the left so that other models also stay next to each other. So let's simply come here and say add include the clear fix. Nice. I'm gonna specify that the height is gonna be 300 pixels and save. Let's see how it looks right now. Nothing, because this image is not responsive, so we must make sure that this image is occupying the width of 100%. Inside of the models we have our image, and say its width is gonna be 100%, and the height also we want to make sure that it's 100%. Saving and seeing. Now we should see different things. Okay, we have a problem. This is clear fix with A, and now the image must be there. Okay, what we can see is that its height is really equal to 300 pixels, but the width is not that 300 pixels. This is because the div here, model image, which is this one, is letting the things overflow. So let's say overflow hidden. Saving again. Now that should be solved. Very good. we have simply selected the container, which is model image, but we didn't work with the image itself. So what we have to do is come here and make the image have a width of 100% of the parent element and the height also 100%. So at this stage, this should be a bit fixed. So let's go and check. Very good, but you can see that this is not really displaying the image how it should be. You don't have a good aspect ratio here. This car differs from this one. Here you can see the car with good details. That's because it keeps the aspect ratio. So let's make sure that the object feed is set to cover and save again. Now you should see very good things. Okay, save again. Let's check, and here we have. Now it's cool. Nice. We're gonna make sure that this image scales up. So let's simply use transform here, scale 1.3 times of what it is. And I'm gonna save and see what I have is scale it up. That's what I want. So give that background, which is black that we have here, I'm gonna be using a background. This image is so light, has its natural light, and this one is darker, and this starts to get lighter when I simply hover. Let's make this effect right now. I'm gonna put the background color here in my image container. So background color, and the color is gonna be black. Save and see how it looks like. Okay, let me save again. Here we can see there's an explanation to why we can't see that black as we can do here. If you see the structure, you're giving a background with the color black to the container of your image, which is model image, this one. But the image doesn't care if there's a background or not. If you wish to show what's behind and let the image not being shown 100% with its tone, you gotta give it an opacity. And here is where you're gonna give inside of the image. So it's gonna be 80% with the natural color of all the image, and it's gonna let 20% of what's on the back be shown. Let's save and see. Windows 3 in my case, because I wanna update. And here now I have. That's it. Next, we're gonna play around with that effect that we have when we hover on the image. So let's say and hover. We're gonna make sure that the transform scale is gonna be back to 1, and we're gonna bring the opacity back to 1, and we were gonna make sure that the cursor is pointer. So to give a smoother transition, I'm gonna say to all properties in just 0.2 seconds. Let's save and see how it looks like. It didn't update, so I'm gonna refresh, and here we have. As we hover, you can see what's going on. This is going smoothly. Next, we can simply put a new car. Just to see two cars right here in front of us. So this is gonna be a new model. I'm gonna simply copy and duplicate. The next one is not a Mercedes-Benz, is a Lamborghini Urus. So I have to change right here the source to be Lamborghini Urus. Okay, I'm gonna select all of these. Image, home. We have the cars. Where it is? Where is the Urus? Here we have, and I'm gonna say Lamborghini Urus. This is gonna be also Lamborghini Urus, so I'm gonna put here Urus, and it starts from 275,000. Let me save and see if I can have it here. Here it is. I'm gonna place the next model, which is our beautiful Range Rover Velar. Here I have to change to Range Rover Velar. It starts from this price. Here I also have a Range Rover Velar. I'm gonna actually remove this dash, save, and see how it looks like. No, it didn't change. Okay, I know why. So here we should have Range Rover Velar, and now it's all here. The buttons are not showing up, and now we're gonna make them show up. But let's leave it to the next lecture.